HMOs, mini HMOs. In my day, they were called, I'm still around, I'm still battling away. They were called bed sits, and I did a number of bed sits in my time. People think that they come up with a new terminology and it's new and no one's ever heard of them before. Load of rubbish. Bed sits have been around for probably 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 years. It's nothing new. You've got to be careful with bed sits. The gross sounds great, the net isn't so clever. You've got to take at least 30% off the gross for all the overheads and the costs. Maybe 35% in some cases. You've got to take some voids into account. You've got to be realistic. Don't think you're going to let it all the time for all the money and all that money is yours, because it's not, because you've got to pay rates out of it and many, many other costs as well. Be very careful. I'm not saying people can't make a great job of it. They can. Research, talk to people who do it, who have got a few of them, and get the advice. I'm always told that unless you've got 6 rooms, it's unlikely to work very well at all. But also in certain areas, the councils now are restricting where you can put these HMOs, as they're called. So be very careful. Do your research and talk to people who are always doing them. So don't just go out on your own trying to do it. Talk to people who have got experience in that field. Of course, with HMOs, you need to be hands-on. There's no point living 200 miles away unless you've got a really good management company. And if you've got a really good management company, they're likely to take all the profit out of it for you. So you've got to be local. You are hands-on. It's not like a buy-to-let. It's a proper job, if you like, and you need to be on hand, available all the time. Many years ago, I was managing bed sits, and I got a phone call in the middle of the night. I was 17 years old. I got a phone call in the middle of the night from the police because someone's running around naked in a bed sit. I had to go down there, I had to meet the police down. I was petrified, I didn't know what I was doing hardly. And I asked the chap, why are you running around naked? And he said, because he felt like it. So there you go, you've got to be hands-on. You have to be very careful with HMOs because they're regulated by the local authority. You need to be very, very careful. The fire officer's going to want to know what you're doing as well, probably. And you will have to put fire precautions in, rightly so. If for any reason there was a fire and you hadn't done so and someone lost their life, you would certainly be in trouble for manslaughter. It's a very serious thing. Speak to the local authority, make sure you have everything in place. If you're not sure, just ask. They're very helpful. You also need planning permission these days as well. People think they can just open up a house and put a load of doors, locks on the doors. You can't anymore. Things have changed, and rightly so. It's very, very regulated, and it needs to be, because you've got a lot of different people living in a building, lots can go wrong, and it needs managing on a day-to-day basis.